Well, well, it's Friday evening. All is set. Here we are. Time is ticking. Ostriv time. Hello, hello. Welcome. Nice to see Cavbot Roadhog already here as we get started. I have had a crazy hectic day, so I did not have any time to set things up, post a Discord thing and all of that. But I'm just happy to be here streaming now. And, well, we have a job to do. We need to make some money, because we don't have much. That's where all the industries come in that I have planned. Luckily, the salt works is on the way. Just have to wait if we can get some bulls. Yep, we have the bulls for that, so that's good. And other than that, it'll just be hopefully making some money soon, but can never be too sure. We can now see these little Christmas trees are growing up. That's good. They're not white actually right now, which is nice. Gives them a little bit of a different color. And, well, we'll just be doing what we do best. Gale force winds, heavy rain. My mate Noah next door had a smug file on his face. Well, you know, tell Noah to stay there. Don't let him sail here. We don't want all that water here. But, I hope you're safe, Kev. Hey, it's Lucifer. Good to see you. How are you doing? How's everything going? And how is all the studying and the trying to avoid studying and stuff going? Hey, Akudo! How is our friend from the States doing? Hope you're good. Hello, Gamer Mama. Welcome in. Oh, nice, nice. It's getting cozy and fun in chat already. That's great to see. All right, let's catch up where we have left off. Well, we have set up some of the clothing industry with the weaver and the tailor up here. Here we have the shoemaker, which is nice, and of course the tanner, but we don't have animals for slaughter yet, and we don't have the slaughterhouse yet, as far as I remember. So let me quickly check. Did we build the slaughterhouse? Yeah, oh, we actually built a slaughterhouse. Good. Well, then all is set for some animals to go find a new life. So let's slaughter the first animal. Let's put some people in there. That should be nice. Let's see. Well, salt's coming in, which is great. That's good money. And hopefully we can soon do the first cow. But they need water in here and they're not really getting it. So that's interesting. Might have to put some ladies in there soon. But yeah, we mainly get bulls, which will be transferred into the salt work. So that'll be good. We'll just have things running. Let's see. Guys, the key to money is the oil chain. Sunflower oil marketplace, especially the port. Yeah, but that is quite labor intensive. If you want some easy money, make sure you get salt and just do the charcoal. That can make you all the money that you need, especially in the beginning of the game. And then, yeah, at some point we can go for sunflower oil and stuff. Although that is quite labor intensive, all those oils. And the yields are really low. So there's easier ways. For instance, shoes. A very good way to make money. So it all depends on your goals, of course, but I have to run the calculations again maybe after a few updates. But the oils are nice, but compared to how much you have to pay in wages and stuff, doesn't bring up that much usually. Oh, Benny's working, but he might Sunday he'll be there. Oh, nice, nice. Alright, the cows get out in pasture. We have the first done. Slaughtering done. Now, it might be good to actually try and sell that. So we need a marketplace with an opening. Where we can actually sell the beef, so that should work. And now we need to bring in some salt to actually get the hide salted. And then it can be turned into the tanner. So let's get 2 workers in here. That can actually slowly start to tan. That might be helpful. Of course, they're not going to do sheep leather yet because we don't have that. They can just start to gather. Messenger from Derkachi. Welcome, welcome. That's another 221 free charcoal. That's easy money. I like that. Let's take 250 for a bit of iron that we need. Try it, you'll see the key is that the near river town buys a lot of oil. Yeah, that's true, but for charcoal, all I need is a forester to make me firewood. We put it in a pit, it turns into charcoal, and you can see already, with only 4,000, I already make 221. That is so much less labor, so much more money that we actually get for it. But there's multiple ways in this game in which you can make money, and all are, in the end, profitable. But same with the salt works. One salt works can produce somewhere between 7,000 and 9,000 salt a year. If you take a look at my historical game and that video, I have a town of 1,500 now. I have 2 salt works. One produces all the salt I need in town, and one just produces salt for the export. And that is so much easy money because you can just sell a lot. And the earlier you start, the more demand they will get. In Cooperstown, that's 200 years old, you can just get a train of charcoal going. That's how much he sells. There will just be guys coming in for 2 years in a row trying to sell all this charcoal. So, but yeah, there's different ways to do it. Everybody does their own way. But in my opinion, there's easier ways to make money, especially in the beginning of the game, than to go for the oil, because that's a lot of work and you need the farms and stuff. But they do make some money, that's for sure. But it also depends on your type of game, of course. It heavily depends in Ostriv on what type of game you play. You're going for a somewhat nice looking town, for an historic town. Do you want to make the most profit? There's different ways to play it. I'm not in this right now for the most profit, I'm just having fun. Ah, the tallow. Well, we're just going to let that go away. Soap also makes nice money, but yeah, also very labor intensive. Hey, Volodymyr, good to see you. How are you doing? Right, we're making cheese very slow, so we might take out a lady there because we don't need them all. Farm is almost done already. One farm, halfway march. Very good. There we have Mr. Cooper himself. Welcome, welcome, Cooper. How are you doing? Alright, we're getting some stuff in the salt works. We should probably add a few guys in there, if we have those. I doubt it though, so we need to grow the town a bit more. We don't have that many people in, actually. Soap is the most profitable thing in Anno 1800. Oh really? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But how are you all doing, people? I mean, I don't see a lot of response there. How is everyone? Doing quite okay. That's good to hear, Volodymyr. We need 2 bulls to be turned into oxen for the slaughterhouse. Then we need 2 bulls in total for our 2 different places here. So that's exactly what we have. That's good. Then we can transfer a few cows. That should be a good. Yeah, we'll go for that. They just have, yeah, we have food and water here now. So we can now turn 2 oxen into 2 bulls into oxen. Use them as draft animals, and then we can start to make some salt, which we can then sell, which will be a nice profitable business. So let's put in salt. It's not there yet, so we have to untick that box so we can see all of the resources. We also have to store some salt for the slaughterhouse so that it can actually use some salt for the hide preparing, which is an important thing. Hello, user 3259. Welcome in. How are you doing? You can add fences around the trees in the street so it doesn't look like trees on concrete. True. Very true. You can do that. Though most of these are actually standing in the green, so that's okay. But yeah, you have a lot of options in this game. You can do it all the way you want. And placing fences around the trees, that works. That's for sure. Windy, cold. Oh, wow. Let me put the chat on live chat and not top chat. Hopefully I don't miss any messages then. Yeah, this is good. We have 2 work. Ooh, we have a lot of threats now. That's nice. We have some clothing to spare. That works. I feel awful. Went to the dentist today. He took 2 of my teeth. I can't stop bleeding, and he has the nerve to demand 260 euros from me. Wow. I would charge him. I mean, he took 2 of your teeth, so he has to pay for it. Sadly, not how it works, but I would do that. Alright, there's the salt coming in. Then we can make these into good hides, and then they can go into our little tanner here. We need 200 hides, though, as it's set up now. Are we going to do some slaughtering soon? 10, I don't think so. Oh, let's just slaughter 1 more, so that we at least get 1 tanning batch going, and the hides won't go bad. We also need to make some bark then, of course. If we don't, the guy can't start, which is not good. Alright, can I set it up to 2,000 exactly? Yes, I can. Good. Nice, 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 nice. We still have a little bit of leather in here and warm clothing, so they can still make shoes. How many shoes do we have right now? 500. Alright, we're good. We're good on the shoes. I already moved teeth for free. Nice, Rodog. Okay, Mama's cold. Ah, turn on the heat then. I'm shivering in a vest top because I can't cover up my new tattoos. Slightly regret, but not much. I do insist on self-torture. Oh, you got some new tattoos. Cool. What did you get? And I guess you got them today then? And then you're not allowed to cover them? I know nothing about tattoos, so I have no clue how that works, how that goes, what to do, what not to do and stuff. So you have to enlighten me. Hey Mike, good to see you. How are you doing? Ooh, we can sell salt here. Should be a nice price, but yep. Have to make some more salt first. They should be busy with it though. We have all the resources that they need, so I guess they're all taking... Oh no, 2 is working. A couple is working. Come on. Get me some brine and then get me salt. Go, go, go. Food reserves for 9 months. Yeah, all is in, so they should be producing. We got a little bit of salt. This one we set up for the salt. Might as well really set it up for salt then. Salt. They can put in 10,000 if they really want to. Except that we'll first put it in the trader. Well, there comes some salt. Very good. That's what we want to see. Some bands, a panda, and a little morph guy from Treasure Planet. Oh, I don't know that guy, but cool. If you're happy with it, it's good. I only now took notice. Those 6 houses kind of make Empire's crests from Star Wars. This one. Well, it's my attempt to make a hexagon. I'd say it worked, but... yeah, I like it. I like it. It's nice. We need more... yeah, okay. Salt's slowly coming in now. Stones are working. We have to thatch. This has the hides now. Now this comes in. Then it needs a little bit of salt. And we need a little bit of lime. That's the thing. We need a little bit of lime to get going. Now, we don't produce a lime yet because we can only get the limestone. And then... it's 2 steps, which will take up a lot of people that we don't really have at the moment. So I guess the thing right now is to just keep building, 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 especially houses. Not to lose track of the amount of food that we have, of course. So we might as well just get going with this street. And... can probably just do this the same as that street. I don't want houses with a front porch. I just want houses that end up like this. That should be good. And then we go like this. This one has to go because that one had a front porch and this one is also not in line. Let's go. It's nice that we can now be picky with the houses by just switching them out and picking another one. I like that. That's a very good addition. And now here we have another opening where we can put some trees and decorations and stuff and another housing set. What I would like to do is put 2 wells in here for the people to get a drink and then decorate it up. Don't get mad at me, people, for putting in some maple trees. They're nice. I like them. And then this area could have some lilac bushes, but just this area, so we're not putting them everywhere. This will now be like a dedicated lilac area. There we go. Alright. And that gives me quite a few new houses, which should bring new people in. At least that's the idea. So hopefully, I'm just lurking for a little while I finish studying for the day. I leave YouTube running for the view stats. Thank you very much, Lucifer. Good luck on the studying. How's that going? Hope it's good. To keep up with the Ostriv news, try the Ostriv news on ostrivgame.com. Yes, I'm still eagerly awaiting Alpha 6, so hopefully that comes in soon. I have an idea. Which trees should we go for? We'll go for the apple trees. Nah, they're too short. I want some trees that are slightly... We'll do the ash trees. Yeah, we're gonna start right here. Now we'll do it like this. And then we're going to take user's idea. Let's see. We'll take this little fence. And as soon as they are planted, we can fence them off. And then there shouldn't be any roads around them. So it looks more like they are standing in the grass. It will take a while, of course, before that really happens. Because the roads that are already formed only decay over time. And the trees are still very small. But if we do it like this... Right now it looks a bit weird because it's a very small tree. As soon as the trees start to mature, it will look way better. But this is a way that you can get the trees to actually stand on the grass. I don't mind them standing on the roads. That's exactly what we have here in the Netherlands as well. You'll see a little bit of sand or something around it, but they'll just stand on the road, so that is not an issue. But if you want to have a more natural look like that, you can totally do it this way. I have to wait until the tree is planted, of course, otherwise you'll get pathing issues, because then they can't reach the tree. And if you want to take it down, well, you have to remove the fence, otherwise they can't get to it. So be aware of that. Boring, but I'm good at this one. A lot of point out everywhere that wrong in this scenario. Ah, point out everything that's wrong in this scenario. Okay, well, glad to hear that you're good at this one. That's nice. We all just wish you the best. You can do it. Just have some faith and, well, you know, don't procrastinate all the time. Just do the studying and you'll get there. Okay, more and more trees get planted. I'll do the rest of the fencing soon, but now we are reminded that we still have to do some fencing there, so that will be good. This is coming up. How's the salt? We're actually having some salt. Ooh, we already have 440 salt in here. Yep. Alright, well, the salt is flying in. Oh, they already have 490 salt as well. We have ladies in abundance, though, so let's put in some ladies here. They only will hire ladies, so that's good. They should get some water. Before we have that, we're not going to add people. There they go. And then we can add some cows. See, we have some newborn cows. We can get a few of the older cows in here. And, of course, they can use a fallow field, but we have... Oh, yeah, we have more fallow fields, so that's good. So let's skip over a few of the animals. 1, 2, 3 cows, a bull, and a young cow. Okay, that's all that we transfer. And then we have 2 cow sheds that will slowly start to fill up. So that should end us up with a lot of cows in the end, but it's going to take a while. It's fine though. Okay, we planted some pine trees here, yeah. So let's continue with the pine trees out here. Too close to another tree. Yeah, that's something that happens every now and then. Now remember, we have only 1 forestry. They will now be busy with planting all these trees, which might end us up with not enough wood. So don't go do this too quickly. You can already see we're almost out of wood now. And because they're all busy planting all the time, they're not working this very actively. So you might just run out of wood and get some slower building going on. So don't plant too many trees in one time, because they'll just be busy planting those trees and not doing anything else. So it can really help you and speed you up if you don't do that. Oh, that's good. Are they still picking up stones, actually? Yeah, okay, so we're not out of stone yet. As soon as we're out of stone, I'm also going to let them do some limestone already. Of course, nothing is unlimited on this map, so we have to get everything in at some point. But I guess user 3259, this was what you meant with the trees, with the fences around it. So here we're doing that. Hope you enjoy it. There we go. And of course, if any of you have any other ideas or questions or whatever, always feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them. Or try if I can incorporate your suggestion into our little town here. I do think they should get like special areas for the trees, that if you plant them, that just simply will be a very small green area around them. So we don't have to do it this way, because this is a very labor-intensive way, and right now these fences look huge compared to the trees. Of course, once the trees mature, it looks fine, but... Hello, Mr. Tutsky! Nice to see you. How are you doing? Finally, Ostriv. I know. You've been looking forward to this. Well, here it is. Hope you enjoy. Welcome in. How are we doing on the food? Well, we're not selling any honey at the moment. Potatoes and buckwheat we have. So yeah, we don't have that much food, actually. At least not at the moment, but should be harvested in a while, so nothing to worry about. Might get into some fishing and something at some point, so that we, yeah, should be okay. Are you winning? Hello, Hiradev. I don't know if I'm winning. You all decide whether I'm winning or not, or whether I should just quit this or whatever. I don't know. I don't think this is a game about winning, but I think we're doing okay. Yes, thank you. How are you doing? If you turn off cut trees when they plant, the planting will go faster and they will faster get back to cut and produce wood. Yeah, it's fine though. We'll manage it. How's the family of my Hexa village? Well, they're all doing good. Look at these nice gardens that they have, and they're all living their lives, being happy and enjoying their little hexagon. So, yeah, they're nice. They've been asking me for a gated community here, but we're not going to do that. We don't have walls anyway, so that's not going to happen. But, you know. Not bad, thanks. Hope you're well. Not bad. It always sounds like it's not really good, but it could be worse or something like that. I don't know. That's always how it sounds to me. It's probably my problem, but that's just how it sounds. I'm okay, actually. I had a very interesting day. I had to work at a funeral this morning. And then around 12:30, I should have been completely done. And then there was another funeral afterwards, but I did not have to do that one. But the guy that was supposed to do that next funeral kind of didn't show up. So then I was kind of anticipating that he was still coming, so I already prepared everything for him and had everything set up, and The funeral director that was actually supposed to organize everything and lead everything didn't know squat about what was going to happen and what she had to do. So I had to tell her what to do all the time. And then in the end, a few minutes before we were about to start, the other guy came in and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I missed the time," and stuff like that. And then he asked me if I could do it, since I was now already all read in and had set everything up with the funeral director. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then things went horribly wrong, because apparently they had little booklets with the program made, but they forgot those, and then they called somebody, and then that somebody had to come bring them in. I don't know why, but they wanted that. So that guy had to drive, and apparently that still took half an hour. So we started half an hour late until finally those booklets were there. And then I took a look at the booklets and I'm like, okay, did we wait half an hour for this? Nobody misses this, but okay. So the family was pretty pissed. Not at me, luckily, because I can't do anything about that stuff. And then normally when we have the whole service and then we go outside and we do the actual burial and stuff, and then we go back, and then the funeral director is the one that actually takes the family back to where you go, and I just accompany them. And then all of a sudden the funeral director was gone. I didn't know where she was, so I decided to take the family back. And then all of a sudden she showed up and left again. It was really weird. So I had a very interesting afternoon doing my second funeral out of the blue. So yeah, was interesting. But hey, we managed everything in the end. On my behalf went okay. It was good. So family was happy with that. They were just not so happy with the funeral director, but that's not my problem. And yeah, you know, it was okay. But it's just very hectic, and you have to just completely... I was like, I'm done now. I'm going to go home soon. And then I had to shift, like I have to do another funeral. I had to get read in. I had to see what they wanted. Have to make sure that all the music and the pictures and stuff were up on time and things like that. And since the funeral director had no clue, I had to think about all the funeral stuff as well. Like what we were going to do, how late, how long, and stuff like that. So just brings you in a new focus. So I have a little headache now, but all is fine. Yeah, or section of the whole rectangle, lol, so you don't have to do it so small squares. But yeah, the greenery is nice. Thank you. You're welcome. Well, if we just do the whole area off, I'm not a big fan of that. What I did here, it's a bit hard to see now that the trees have grown. But yeah, I did section off an area here and then put in some greens and some well and stuff. But it's very... You have to place a lot of fences if you want to keep the trees all in the green. And then the fences will kind of ruin, for me, will ruin how the town looks. So I tried to not really do that. I mean, I just like the trees here. And if they're like perfectly in the green or a little bit on the path, for me that's not really a big issue. And especially when the trees mature, you hardly don't see it anymore anyway, especially not from above. So I'm just happy that it looks that way then and that things work out. But that's all very personal, and that's the fun thing about Ostriv and about playing this game, that you can all play in your own way, you can all play with your own mindset and your own goals and your own things that you actually like and don't like, and build your own town, which is very cool with this game. I bet the dead guy didn't mind the half hour. Well, it was actually a lady, and apparently she was always very punctual, so family was extra pissed about that, but I couldn't help it. As long as it's not your funeral, it will be fine in the end. Well, if it's my funeral, I don't have to worry about it anymore, because in the Netherlands, usually you get buried like 5 days after you died, so I'll be 5 days gone. I'm not looking back. It's my funeral. Good luck with that. Bye! I'm watching on my phone. What is all that stuff behind the non-garden houses? The non-garden house. Well, this is... They're going to build houses here, and then we have a park here. Here we have the houses. This is the school, and here we have our chapel with a little graveyard. So here we have the few graves, but nobody died yet, so they're not in use yet. And here we have our clothing industry. So the tailors, the weavers, our smithy, the forester, the cartwright, our trader, and here's the salt works. So that's all that we have. But yeah, this is just bushes and trees that are growing, but the trees take a while to mature. There will be 2 wells here. So that's all. The first burial that we did today was actually a man. And it was a man of... how do you say that? It was a very humble man. He didn't want anything fancy and stuff. And then in the end, when he was talking to his family about stuff for his funeral, and they asked like where do you have to be buried and stuff like that, he just said, oh, you can just bury me under a tile of the pavement. It's all fine. I don't care about that. So now they buried him on the graveyard, of course. But now they ordered, instead of a big tombstone, they ordered a small tile the size of a street curb tile, and there will be his name on and stuff, because he always said that he wanted to be buried just under a curb tile. So that's what he's getting now, with his name on and stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. We do need the second well of mill, I think, for the flour. Yeah, that will help out with the food as well. Don't even have flour set up yet in here, by the looks of it. No flour, no flour, no flour. Let's sell some flour. Oh, yeah, we have stored a lot of flour. We're just not selling it. Misa stupid. I should have already set that up. Are we selling it here? Yeah, here we are selling it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I had a good sense of humor in the family too. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Sometimes you meet interesting people and they have these interesting takes on stuff, and it's really nice. I like it. This is running, plenty of hay, so that's not a worry. Soon enough though, almost, the harvest will start, so... have to see, we don't have a lot of people available. Luckily we have just one farm, so we should be okay. Should probably check this. So last year we actually produced 3,000 buckwheat. We only used 1,300, not even half, so that's good. So we should have an abundance of buckwheat. We produced 1,260 flour. We only sold 560, so that's our second food source that we produce more than we use, so that's good. We go to potatoes. Last year, we didn't produce many, and we actually sold quite a bit. So that's an interesting one. But the years before, we did overproduce. So it's interesting to see what we have this year to keep our eyes on the potatoes. We don't have any potatoes stored at the moment, so that's an issue. But they're starting to harvest now, so that's interesting. So let's keep our eyes on that. Might need an extra food source to be sure. But of course we do buy the peas and the honey, and we can always buy the perishables as well. I just make a habit of not buying the perishables. Now I'm thinking maybe it's a good idea to make like a honeycomb community. Well, isn't a real honeycomb, like if you have the honeycomb and all the little squares in it, well, they're not squares, obviously, aren't they all like hexagons? But I can't make a house in the shape of a hexagon, because that would be nice. If we could just place a house and then get the garden in the shape of a hexagon, and then attach a lot of gardens to it with small openings in between, that could be interesting. I just don't think that's possible at the moment. But what we might be able to do... since this is already on the lower side of the map, what we could try is just copy this whole structure at some point and place one right here, place one right here, place one right here, so that we get a more of a structure like this. But we just do it down here then, only in this part, because I want to do some different ideas as well. I like this little build style too, so yeah, we can make different areas that look different. But of course we also still have to build all of this, so... no, we take our time. Alright, we don't need anything there. Can we sell shoes here? No, okay. No, we don't do that. Let's get 2 people in here. Let's just go here. Apply to all and apply to all. This one is completely filled up, so we need more space in the granaries to actually store it. Yeah, we have only one granary, so that might... oh no, this is a small granary. We can store flour in here too. Yeah, we do. Okay, I have to set up an extra market in here to actually sell the stuff that we have, because we're not selling everything. But there's not a lot of room here for another marketplace. That's not nice. Well, we can probably just set one up right here. It's a little bit of a hidden place, but it's okay, I guess. We're not selling honey in here, although we have it. And we're not selling any flour. So, yeah, we do sell a bit of flour, but we can do a bit extra. That's okay. And we have warm clothing and clothing, but we don't have shoes. So we also need to set this one up for shoes then. Okay, let's apply to all and apply to all. So now this one should be ready and all set up. So that's good. Copy all 6 hexa, then put sides on back. Yeah, well, the thing that's something with this game. Yeah, I can copy this one, and it will look exactly the same. But it all depends on the landscape. If it will actually be the same. But we're going to try it soon. I just want to get rid of a bit of the building queue, and then we'll try that. Honeycomb community looks fine in workers and resources. But in Ostriv it looks quite weird. I don't know. Isn't this like one little tiny spot of a honeycomb? So if we do more, it should be okay. No garlic bread. I swallow so much blood that I start to feel like Count Dracula. Don't they like stop the bleeding for you while you're at the dentist? That's weird. Okay, let's just try and plan it already. I do want a nice road, but not too much. So if I hold Alt, we disable the snapping. And then... there we go, that's one. Two. 3. The house should be inside the fenced area. Where do you think it is? Now it doesn't... okay. Let's just go like this. Press F1. Because we have to do this manually now, otherwise it won't work. We need to leave that opening a bit. Okay, now it should be in the right spot. So let's continue. Probably do this one first now. Also press Alt so that it doesn't get in there. Okay. And now this one can vary a bit in size. Because it doesn't really matter now as long as it just close up. Okay. So there's the second one, and then we can do one here, I guess, and one here, and then we should see what it looks like, I guess. So there it is, there it is. Hopefully you're happy with this. And of course, thank you all very much for being here. It is always much appreciated. Now, of course, if you want to help me out grow my little channel, please hit the like button. That really helps me out in the algorithms. More and more people like this, the more and more YouTube is inclined to start spreading it around, because apparently it's a good video. If you want to do that, thank you very much. Alright, we have kids in school. 246 kids to school. Nice. I forgot about the copy function. That would have helped a lot in my current build. Ah, yeah. Well, I have the same with tools that were added later. Like, I've started playing years ago, and sometimes they add new features and you just forget about them because they're not in your system. You just have your ways of building the game, and then you just forget about, oh yeah, I could do that too, and things like that. So it happens to all of us. Oh, they're actually using the marketplace. Nice. Oh, this looks good. 154 people. We started with 140 today, so we're growing. We have around the same amount of money that we already had, but we start to accumulate some good amounts of salt. So let's up this number a bit so that we get more salt in to sell. Nothing ordered. That's also very good. Plenty of food and water in here. And yeah, they're still busy, I think, with the harvest. Yeah, so they're trying to hire. They can hire though, so that's good. The hemp will bring in new stuff for clothing as well. So all in all, ever so slow, we grow. That's nice. There's a lot of shoes in here though, are we not? I don't think we have a storage yet for shoes. And all that kind of stuff. We should probably... In here, we do store clothing, but not any shoes anywhere. Might have to do that in a central place somewhere. At least that might be worthwhile doing that. Actually thinking, since we have space here, place is occupied by what? See, we can fit it in. We built the storage here. We can get the clothing out of here, so all the raw materials can go in this one, and then the clothing and the shoes go in here. This is next to the carts, so that's good for transportation, and it's pretty central. So I think this is a good spot for that. This one done a bit earlier. So there we go. Open Lutsk in Google Maps and search Molody Prospect. There are houses in honeycomb structure. Ah, okay. Hey, Kello, how are you doing? Nice to see you pop in. Hope all is well. Yeah, that's true, Cooper. It only copies the houses. It's not set to copy anything else, which is sad. I mean, it's good that we have that. I've been waiting for the copy function a lot. And we mostly use it for the houses, I guess. But yeah, like with the orchards and stuff, it would be nice if we could use it for that too. Speaking of orchards, or how they used to call them back in the day, orchards. At least that's what I did. It's time for some orchards, or orchards. Orchards, I don't know. Not a native speaker, so... Okay, why does it feel that this side is longer than that side? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 poles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, misclicked there. Oh man! I need to get control of my mouse. It's doing stuff I don't want it to do. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's make this as long as possible, because we want the biggest amount of fruit from this. It will still take 2 years, so you can't start early enough with the orchards. There we go. Right. Kinda looks not straight this way, so we'll do it like this. Place the house here. We could just place it in the corner, why not? There we go, that'll be an orchard. Now if you do the copy function, that doesn't work. Unfortunately. But it's okay, I mean, I just want to build 2 right now. And then in 2 years from now, at least 2 years, because we still have to build them, we can get some fruit in and turn it into dried fruits, which will be very helpful. So I will very much like that. I just want these done quickly, because before they're done and then sewn in and then, you know, that's gonna take a long time. Hello, Dindog! Welcome in. How are you doing? How's the missus? Found it. Those are high rises, but looks fun. Well, then you have a new goal in Workers and Resources, Roadhog. Ooh, yeah, we need a bit of lime. That's it. We need lime. For the tanner, actually. Yeah, we don't have lime, but as soon as we have it, they can get going. If they lowered the time, it used to be 3 years. It's exactly 2 years, but it depends on when they reach 2 years. So... basically, if we build them before January and they're completely sewn in, if they hit year 2 in before that, so if they hit year 2 before the growing season starts, it will count. And then by the end of that year, you will get fruit, like in July, I believe. If they reach 2 in April or in May, then it doesn't count for that year, and then effectively they will have to be 3 years old before they bear fruit. So it all depends on when you plant them. But the trees must be at least 2 years old to bear fruit. But it all depends on when they reach that age, if they will bear fruit that year. That's why I'm trying to build them quickly now, so that after they're sown in, it will only take 2 years for them to bear fruit. He was a bit under the weather today, but is feeling better now. Oh, good to hear, Doug. And I guess a nice bottle of wine on Friday evening will help kill off the last germs and stuff. Since when 9 stories is a high-rise? Well, here everything above a single house is a high-rise. I mean, I live across from a 4-floor little flat building. That's what we call a high-rise. Oh, there will be Saturday night now. Ah, well, then you have something to look forward to tomorrow. Right, another house almost done. Hopefully they'll grow our little town a bit. And then we'll see. What can we sell here? Sold. 2,000 sold. 200 coins. That's nice money. Need to get a little bit more warm clothing. Because we have to make sure that we have all of that in before the winter. And other than that, things look pretty okay, I think. And as it's my birthday tomorrow, ooh, nice. So there'll be 2 bottles of wines then. Nice, Doug, nice, Doug. Well, congratulations, happy birthday already, although it's a bit early. But hey, I'm not streaming tomorrow, so happy birthday to Doug. So, that's it. Not gonna sing anymore. Don't want to scare everybody away. Love the music in this game. Very nice music. Okay, so here we have an area that is still green, and it's actually begging me for a little fence here. To keep it that way. And then, of course, we have to leave openings at some point so that we can turn this into a little park. But I think this is a pretty cool area now. Especially now that we fenced it off. Now, I like the idea of the gazebo, but it just doesn't fit size-wise into small areas like this. So then I like to use just benches, because one gazebo will just fill up this whole area, and I'm not a really big fan of that. Also place 2 loose benches, there we go. Let's go with pine trees for this one. Oops, there's already trees there. This will just be a pine tree area, I guess. Well, we can do maybe some bushes as well. Let's go with the dog rose bush. I mean, we haven't had many of those yet. Let's give the people that sit here some privacy by placing some bushes there. I mean, they can basically walk everywhere in here, but they probably won't. They'll just sit in certain areas. But now we made another nature patch in here. And there's a guy sitting already. Hello, sir. You have a good one sitting there. I would congratulate you, but it's considered bad luck to congratulate people with holidays yet to come. Yeah, but I don't believe in all that kind of stuff like bad luck and number 13 and all that kind of stuff, so yeah. Mrs. Doug is wrapping a present, so I'm not allowed upstairs. Well, at least I guess then you know it's not a new car, because I don't think she'll get that upstairs, but nice that she's wrapping you a new present. When I build orchard, I plant apples in January and July. On the 3rd year, I get fruit. Well, I guess when you plant them, it's counted as year 0. And then when you... Basically, they're 2.5 years old then when you get your first fruit. But yeah, they should just bear fruit then. I bet it's a horsey. Ooh, nice. But yeah, if they plant those now, they're done in January. Then it will take 2 years. And then another half year, and then we get our first harvest. That's the quickest, basically, you can get it. Lucky you, some quality time for yourself. Well, then you have to hope it's a big present, so she'll be busy for a while. Well, more and more of the nature in the town takes shape. I like that. I like it. It's good. This is ash trees, yes. Now, on this side we have houses. On this side we already have trees as well. So I guess we can switch from trees on the side to trees in the middle here. But I do want more trees in the street here, actually. Actually, I'm going to just put the trees next to the houses as a change. So there will be trees, but they'll be just next to the houses, like that. There'll be 3 trees there. Because otherwise we should not fill every open space up. We should leave some spaces there. I think that's nice. Here comes another orchard, as they are almost ready with this one already. Oh, that's going fast. Now we can take the ladies out for at least 2 years. And then you only have to put them in during the harvesting season. And sometimes leave one in to turn it into dried fruit during the rest of the year. But that's all. You don't need people in buildings like this all year round. So you can just take them out and let them do other stuff. Now, let's just do apply to all. Now we can set that one up. Put in apples. And there they go. Apparently we now have plenty of ladies available. Because these were hired quickly. Now we just have to wait for them to finish all that work. And we're now continuing some housing again. I haven't seen any food issues lately, so that's working out. Let's still get... Oh, we have a lot of stones now. They can now also start... Oh, the limestone is not reachable yet. We have to build a bridge to this island. We only have the bridge up there. Because the limestone is somewhere here. On this little island. Okay. Well, it's working out. It's working out. Hey, Just Kristen. Good to see you. How are you doing? 7 kids in primary school now. Oh yeah, we have some kids eligible in age, so that's good. Let me check the resources now. How many potatoes did we produce this time? Oh, not a lot. And last year we already sold more than we have produced now. So I wonder how we got such a big harvest at some point, and now all of a sudden it's lower all the time. This one is going right. Ah, I think because this were first potatoes and we changed that later, didn't we? I don't know. Might be time at some point for a new farm, though. We'll see, we'll see. I'm good, just a few more hours left of work. Then the weekend starts. Ooh, nice. Something to look forward to then. Well, luckily my weekend started already. It's almost 8 PM in the evening now. So, and I already told everybody about my interesting day. So, yeah. I'm enjoying the weekend now. And all the trees are planted, so let's get the ladies out for now. They don't need to do anything anymore. They can be more useful. Upon searching deeply in old Ukraine, some of the streets are named depending on the trees that are abundant in the area. Oh, really? Well, I guess then we'll have like Maple Street, Ash Street, and Apple Tree Street, and all that kind of stuff will be big names in. This is the Spruce Street. I guess I don't know if oak trees and those kind of trees are native to Ukraine, but I would like to have some more tree options as well and stuff. So you pretty do that if you have spare time. Well, we can't name streets actually, so that would be nice though if we could like place little name signs on the streets and stuff. That would be interesting. But yeah, you must have had some spare time doing that. How are these progressing? Good, we can actually slaughter another bull if we want to, but only one, and that's not going to help us out, so we'll just hold off for now. We are still around 500 coins now, though, so that's pretty stable with the stuff that we sell and all the wages and stuff that we pay. Actually, take a look at it. Our balance is slightly off, but that's okay. We did export a lot more than we imported, though, so that's good. And luckily we have no active loans. I like that. Not that loans actually have a big function in the game. You can repay them, but it's nothing too bad. I just like to not take loans. Never ever. Alright, another orchard sown in, so they'll get dried fruit in 2 years. Visitor from Balaklia. Yeah, we need some iron. Keep the nail production up. How are we on shoes now? Still 500. Oh, because we actually did build this one, but we haven't set it up yet. My mistake. Clothing. Warm clothing. Shoes. I'll just set everything up for 3,000. Then we'll have 1,000 to spare. We can always see what to do with that. No POETS day. I don't know what that is too. You pretty do that if you have spare time. So you paid for your house with hard currency and without a loan. No, that's the actual only loan that I have for my house. That's it. Of course, in real life, it's a bit hard to just pay cash for your house. Wish I could, but I couldn't. So yeah, I had to do that. But in the game, I'd love to have no loans, and we have no loans. But hey, welcome in, PSV. Good to see you. How are you doing there? How's the weather over there? I wish, but I already had a short day. Well, you know, you can always make another short day. Alright, people. It is October now. So it's time for this. The extra well, we need that one, so that's good. And then a bunch of houses come in. Very nice. Can probably already set up this area again, like we did here with the fencing, so that we can get some wells and stuff in there. Congratulations, Anime Huntress, Obi-Ron Kenobi, Sparky, So Not Yours, and Lisa Gordon. Welcome in the club. You now have a 1-month free membership. Enjoy it. Okay. And then we'll do the fencing a little bit different here. We'll go like this. Then I like the old-fashioned wells sometimes. It's very easy to just switch to the new wells all the time, the ones that need stone. I do like the old-fashioned wells. They look really like wells to me, so I like those as well. Let's build 2 of those. Then we haven't built many gazebos yet, so let's just build one. No, I clicked a bit too early. So let's just build one in here. And now let's decorate it up. We can actually do some cherry trees here. Like, I don't know why, but... Not that I feel like a cherry, but here we go. Some cherry trees. And just go all about, because, you know, it's just trees. Then a few bushes, not too many, just a few. So that we really have some nature out here. The greener, the better. Now they will come in to plant all those trees, so that'll take them a little while. But that's okay. Okay. Let's plant a birch tree. No, that doesn't work. It's too close. Okay, well, we'll do the decoration here too, but I just want to see this finished first. See how that goes, and now I can check what... But there. Yay, anime got one. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. If it is October, then it's time for Oktoberfest. Ooh, lots of beer then. I am tempted to say the weather is cold, but then we had our Friday evening drinks outside in a bar next to the Rhine, where we would winter coats though. Well, that's a nice place to have a nice Friday drink, so that's fun, PSV. Nice. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. How are you doing? Can't stay long, but wanted to stop in for a like and say hi. Thank you so much. That is much appreciated. Hope you're good. This is some sort of city builder, right? Nope. This is not some sort of city builder. This is one of the best city builders you will have ever played. And I'm not kidding, and I don't say this lightly. This is such a good city builder. You have so many options, so many things to build. Trade buildings, infrastructure, government structures. You have a lot of productions. You have all the freedom that you can wish for in this game. This game is so good. And with Alpha 6 hopefully around the corner, it might get even better. So this is an amazing city builder. If you're into city builders, this is the way to go. See, I'm not the only one saying it. Sort of. Just try it. You'll never forget. You'll forget everything you played before. This is the only city builder I play. See? See, I'm not the only one saying it, so this game is very good. I mean, there's still things that can be better, and they're still improving it. But yeah, in terms of a city builder and having freedom and just doing stuff that you'll enjoy in the game, like building a hexagon shape little area, then building a different shaped area, houses without gardens, houses with gardens. We can build row houses later if we get the brick stuff going. This is just very good. So if you're ever interested in a city building game, try this one. And if you want to see more about like what you can do with the game, I have a lot of playlists and videos for this game on my channel. Actually, yesterday the latest episode of my somewhat historic town came online. I believe it was episode 48, and I have 1,500 people there. So if you want to see what a town looks like by then, just check out that video and might give you a better idea of what you can do with this game. Before I only played Banished because Ostriv was not released yet, but now I am playing while watching Patmos. Nice, 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 nice. I'm actually thinking these trees are still a little bit in the way. But when they are gone, we might as well try for another cartwheel farm. Because I like those. I need some more space for it. And if we build it now all the way up here, that's not really useful because then there will be no houses. Ooh, and another thing I promised, we were going to build a better maze. Let's go with that. Let's go build a better maze because they're actually using it. We just need to make it wide enough so that the carts can really like turn in it. Otherwise it will look a bit weird. So let's get rid of all this. Sometimes I think the game also needs a bulldoze function so that we can actually just bulldoze this. But yeah, we were actually trying to get the carts confused when they came into the map because this is where they enter the map. And with this, we actually make them go through the maze. Alright, let's see. What does D want? Nothing. Do we need the iron? Yes, a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's build a little bit of the actual maze right now. Okay. Then... let's see if we can make them go all this way. This will be a dead end, so we'll just do it like... I have to make it pretty wide, though, I think. So let's go all the way like this. And up here. And here, then we can probably just go like this. Now we, of course, actually have to make sure that some carts enter in, but... there we go. So now they can just go in here like this, and then they have to go all this way to just get out. So let's see if they use it, or they will just use the little escape line that they have here. I don't know. Is there a cart coming in? Yep, there's a cart very close. There's a cart very close. Let's see what happens. See if we're not missing... oh, there he comes, there he comes. Yeah, he's actually going through the maze now. It actually works. Oh, that's so cool. Don't remember who gave me the idea, but it's a fun idea, so thanks a lot. Probably do a very, very big long maze at some point just for fun. Probably build that off stream and then see how it works. How I wish there was an option also that you can visit friends' villages just to check the designs and stuff. Yeah, that's tough. But hey, that's why I have a channel, Master Tetsky, so you can just watch my towns. Thanks, Kev and Cooper, for sharing the vids. That's great. Bulldozers in 1727 in rural Ukraine. Yeah, I know, it's not accurate, but just a function like a bulldozer, so that I can just click something and it'll be removed. That'll be good enough for me. But yeah. I can't recall trying City Builders, but the title is familiar. I think I've heard a few people mention it. Oh, well, you know, if City Builders aren't your game, then I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't do it. But if you're interested in it and you want to try out a City Builder, this is probably one of the better ones to try out. This is very good. Hello, Body Shot. I know it's already the 4th on your end, but it's still the 3rd here. So we're still celebrating your birthday. Happy birthday, Body Shot. How are you today? Hope you had a nice birthday. What happens if you close the maze while the cart's inside? I don't know, but I think we get an error. We can try it with this one. This one will probably leave here, so we can just trap it and see what happens. Let's just try that. You click something and then all free workers come with shovels. Yeah, something like that. Again, the maze was my stupid idea. I have another idea. But what happens if the wagon is coming, then you close the fence? Yeah, that's what we're going to try out now. We're going to trap it inside. So once it's in, we're going to trap it on 2 sides. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. If it crashes, it's your fault. Alright, let's see. When it's in, we're going to close it off at 2 sides. Alright, let's pause. Alright, now it can't get out. Oh! Okay, so when you trap it, it just goes out. That's clear. I mean... oh, and now it just disappears. Well, now we know that. That's what happens. Ah, it just disappears. That's not fair. That's not fair. Well, I guess if you trap them, they'll just say, beam me up, Scotty, and gone they are. That's just what happens. Had a great day, thanks. Girls and grandkids are coming for lunch today. Ooh, nice. Well, you have an amazing party and an amazing lunch then, Body Shot. That's really nice. I came In for these hilarious games, but was trying to break the game. Well, you know, not sure if I'm trying to break the game, but yeah, we'll have fun. I like it. I like it. Ooh, another village house done. One more to go. This little area will be done then. And then we can continue with the second hexagon here. And then we probably plan the third and the fourth. And then hopefully it'll be nice. And of course, hello, hello. Welcome in, Jessica Wanders. How are you doing? How's Mr. Wanders doing? Hope all is well. They have Khazar mystic knowledge. Oh, really? Do they? Oh, interesting. Well, for those interested in this game, I can actually show you something. Of course, as you know, we can build maximum garden houses. So what I did in one game that I'm doing at the moment is this. I placed... I should probably start at the edge to make it easier. And we'll just build a maximum garden house, the maximum size. So at some point it'll tell you it's too long, but we just try to maximize all the sides. That's it. Yep, there we go. Alright, that's one. Now let's put one next to it. Try to get it as long as possible. Yep. Let's do another one, but rotate it. And let's do another one. There we go. If you take a look at the map now, you can see this translates into one big black blob. I am now making a video, or I'm in the process of making it. I'm making a town that consists of 4 blocks like this everywhere, and then streets around it, and then another block, and then another block. And I'm filling up a whole map with that. Now, of course, you need places to put your industry. So what I'm doing is, on some of these blocks, I remove one of the houses. I put back the fences, and then we can put industries in there. And I'm now trying to build a town that completely consists of that. So it will look very funny on the map. It's very interesting because you don't get a lot of people, because you have only these very large garden houses, not building any other houses. And I'm trying to fill the map with that, get all the industries going, and have everything working. So it's a pretty interesting town. And I hope it'll make for a nice video. So now you all have a clue already on what I'm making. I can show you that after the stream. I can just show you how far I am with that. It's I think I'm almost a quarter in now, but it's so much fun to do and to try and to make. So I'll show you that in like 45 minutes near the end of the stream. He says, good, and you? Oh, good to hear, Mr. Wanders. Good to hear that you're good. How else would the wagon pulled with oxen move faster than pulled with horses? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's an interesting one. They do have horses in the game, but the wagons are pulled with oxen. All the wagons. So that's interesting. Hope your channel goes big, Pat. You're one of the best streamers. Ah, thank you very much, Master Tatsuki. That is really nice of you. Thank you. It's a ton of work, by the way, to make that game with that setup in town. But it's a lot of fun that I'm having with that. Anyway, have a good stream and have a good day. Thank you so much, Lisa. Much appreciated that you were here. You have a great day, great weekend. And we'd love to see you soon again, of course. Take care. 177 people. We're slowly starting to run out of money. I don't want to use any loans, though, but... no jobs available. Oh, we have houses available, but no jobs. There's a few ladies without a job. Well, luckily, I still have plenty of jobs available, so that's not the issue. It's just that we ran out of jobs, apparently. Well, and all of a sudden we have jobs. Good. Yep. We don't have Steve jobs, but we have jobs. The tanner cowhides. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need to wait a bit for that. I think it might be time to get the construction shed and get a few extra builders in. Now this will be a temporary building. Because we might be moving this around, so we might have to pick a good spot for it. Where it won't be too much in the way, but it will be in the areas where we're going to build. I'm actually... Oh, we'll just place it somewhere here. This might actually be good. Because this is the area that we're heading to anyway, so let's just build it right there, the construction office, so that we can hire a few extra men, have them extra building. That should be nice. Okay, I'm off to adulting, no more procrastinating. Well, you have fun with adulting, Jessica. Thanks so much for popping in. Have a great one, and we'll see you later. Hello, Misfit Gaming. Welcome in. How are you doing? Many congratulations. For you, I guess your wife's birthday is over already, but here's still the 3rd, so we're still celebrating it. Many congratulations to you, Misfit Gaming. Messenger in from Mirefa. Let's sell some salt. There we go. That'll make us 200. That'll make me happy. Oh, they're actually starting to build the 2nd hexagon. Good. Yeah, I think we should get Lisa to play this game. That will be fun. I mean, she's off now, but we should get her to play this. I think she'll like it. I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. Did I see on your channel a video with... Did you do a horror stream today with It? Crazy Clown? I had to work all day, so I didn't see it. Lucky me, because I'm not one for those kind of stuff. But I hope it was a nice stream. Hexa looks stunning when done. I think... only 3 will be fit. Yeah, I think so, but like the Hexa idea is nice. So what we can do, I guess, at some point is I can pick another map and just try to build as many hexagons as I can on the map and something like that. So, I don't know. I mean, we have this one. So 1, 2, I think a 3rd can be here. A 4th can be here. So we can do 4, and then here might go another one, actually. So 5, maybe 6, although this one won't be finished, I think. So we'll have to see how many we can fit in. We'll try it. At least the town grew. We have some nice people in. I'd have to get some extra hands still everywhere, but... still saying that we have no jobs available. Well, if I ask for men jobs, that should probably be good, because not all the man jobs are filled. So that will keep the job openings going. That should keep the jobs going. Yeah, we could. That was the 7 Days to Die overhaul. Mad North Army. One of the zombies is a maniac clown. Ah, okay. Well, that already makes it less scary, but I'm not good with it. That's not really my thing. I think you can still fit that 3rd in the side, because I think the orchard is in the way. I don't think so. 1, 2, we can do 1 more here. That's already the 3rd. And then here we can do the 4th. No, that'll fit. That'll fit. Don't worry about it. It'll fit. If we... let's measure it. If we go from here to here... yeah, it says places occupied, I know. But we can make a pretty long fence. So this is almost the longest we can have it. Okay. So if we start out here and we go to the middle, you can see in the middle, we can even get past the middle. So it will take 2 of these fences to get this way. So 1 and 2. And then we're still not really... yeah, I think it'll fit. I think it'll fit. We'll be tight, but I think it'll fit. We'll try. We'll try. Next weekend, Misfit Gaming and Body Shot give me a time and I'll be there. Ooh, are you going to play 7 Days to Die with them, Gamer Mama? Ooh, that'll be fun. You better stream it. I wanted to open a boutique of elite fertilizers, but my enterprise was shut down because patents for selling shit for a narcissist at exorbitant prices belongs to Apple. Oh dear. Alright, first house of our new hexagon is in. That's good, that's good. And we still have jobs available, so people can come in. That's great. Oh, Cooper. Well, we have a pretty short building queue, so we can already start to put in the next of these. Let me just press Alt so that it will actually not snap. Okay, that's one. This should be number 2. Actually, the this guy is in the way. It's not the orchard, it's that guy. That's the slaughterhouse already in the way. Ah, okay. We'll fix that later then. We'll probably start with this one then. Just have to make sure that everything fits. So it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Can you check your unemployment? Yes, I can. But unemployment rates has always been wonky. Because it says out here, 13% unemployment. And then when you look here and you hover over it, looking for a job, only 7 ladies and no men. While it still says that 7% of the men is unemployed. And 4 are looking for a job. So, I've never fully understood these numbers. Because they don't add up in the end. So, I'm always a bit baffled by the fact that we have so high unemployment, and then when I take a look here, it doesn't say that people are looking for a job. Oh, it will just snap to the buildings on the other side. Let's just do F1. And then make sure it doesn't snap anymore. Place is occupied. Oh well. If we just take this one back slightly, should work. Yeah. It's a bit too tight, I guess. It will be okay. In the end, it will be okay. We'll see. $10 to 15% is good. They can do labor. Yeah, you actually need quite a few people at some point to not have jobs. But especially in the beginning of the game, it will tell you that you have problems with no jobs available. Later on in the game, it will get easier because the percentages will be smaller. So that works. But yeah, we do need certain amounts of laborers. And of course, when we need extra harvesters and stuff, we can also enable seasonal hiring and then make some jobs available, or make some people available during the sowing and the harvesting months. That always works. Below 5% unemployment, your building progress will not be faster. Ah, okay. Let's see. You will be in the hands of the experts. Yeah, she will. They're very good at 7 days to die. They'd always tune their unemployment numbers, so what? It's just realistic. Yeah, they just give the numbers they like. Yeah. Hugging combat trousers. Oh, wow. Storage is full, but it has been for a while. That's okay. We don't have to worry about it. We now have 1,400 shoes. There's more inbound. So I think we can put like 500 shoes in here to actually sell them and make some money. And with that money, we can buy more leather, make more shoes, sell them again, and make more money. So that's what we're going to aim for now. And of course the construction shed is coming in soon, which is good. That should be helpful. Did you end up having a look at space engineers? Oh, that's a good one if he did, because Rodog knows his stuff, so that can be a guide for me to actually tell me if I should be interested in space engineers or not. So yeah, Rodog, let us all know. Did you take a look at it? What is it? Is it good or not? What are we getting? Potatoes, buckwheat... Wheat, buckwheat, and hemp. Okay, that's good. That's good. Space Engineer is a great game. Well, I know PSV is looking for some players to help him out, so... you know. No reachable limestone deposits. No, that's fine. We still have... 2.5 hours, 2,500 hours and still so much to learn. Wow. Either the game really has a lot to learn or somebody's not learning so fast. We'll just go with the stuff that there's so much to learn. Alright, we were building houses without stairs, so let's continue that. Luckily, we can still change the housing setup, so that's good. This should be another street, so we should save some space here. I'll just put it on alongside. There we go. Yep, this one also doesn't have a stairs. This one does, so let's switch it out. Yep, this one doesn't have stairs. There we go. Let's at least start a little neighborhood here. But I think I want to do it different again, so let's go like this now. Could actually do it like this, but then... that's not gonna work what I had planned. So we'll do this one like this. Then we remove this one. And this one has to be like this then. It will just be a small 6-block thing. And then we can do another 6-block thing here. Yep, that will work. Do you like block building games? What do you mean with that? Like Minecraft or Tetris or what's block building games? Yeah, it looks nice, but as a steep learning curve, it has to fit you, and unfortunately it does not fit me. But if this is your kind of game, I would say buy it. Okay, interesting. I'll keep that in mind, because games like that could be my games. So, yeah, let's sell the rest of the salt as well. There's no curve, is that learning curve. It's just a straight line at 80 degrees. Well, that's a way to look at it. No housing. Good, we still have jobs available. That's good. Traders fully staffed. This one is fully staffed. That's fully staffed. This is fully staffed. So that all works. Warehouse is okay. We have some iron left. We have nails. We have metal parts. And of course there's still almost 500 iron in here. So they'll last. Getting the salt in. Well, we have a lot of threads. We could use a bit more clothing. We have only 360 clothing. 200. So yeah, we can buy the hemp. That's okay. Building towers with children's blocks, maybe. That's called Legos. I play with Legos, but I do it in real life, not on games. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to hear what he means with that. Building stuff with quadratic blocks. Yes, a bit like Minecraft, but with a lot of different blocks with different functions or shapes. Okay, well, if you have like a link to a certain game, then please put it in the Discord. I cannot imagine what you mean, like building with blocks and different shapes and then it have different purposes and stuff. I cannot envision a game that would do that. So, I guess for me it would be best if you have a link of a game and I'll just check it out then. Because I don't know what to expect from the picture that you're trying to draw me. Space Engineers. But Space Engineers is a highly graphical game, right? You're a person, you just fly in space and stuff. Scrap Mechanic, Empyrean Space Engineer. Are those games called block games? I don't know. Like, block games remind me of Legos and Minecraft, and that's it. I don't see the blockiness in it. So you see, so it's my poor understanding of block games, I guess. I need to keep a little focus on the game as well, so let me check quickly. We have the tanner, the cartwright, the smithy. No use in iron ore since there's no iron on the map. Tailor, weaver, shoemaker we have. We have the thatcher, brickworks. It's not interesting yet. So we have most of this. We might need the boatyard soon if we go for some fishing. I just made the name up. Ah, okay. Okay, well, you know, I'm, if you mean a game like Space Engineers, I'll just check it out at some point. It's, I'll put it on the list of busy things. Alright, almost 200 people, so we got 58 people in today, which is actually pretty good. Trees are still 0 years old. We're half a year past when we built this, so that's gonna take some time. Right, now that the trees start to grow a bit, the fences get to be a little bit more in proportion. I like that. Don't introduce new games to pack, guys. We need Ostriv. I will always be playing Ostriv, don't worry about it. I'm just very anxious for... let's put 4 in there for now. For the Alpha 6, and as long as that doesn't come... Like, I've started my whole beginner series, of course, but... I just want to wait for Alpha 6 and then make some new good beginner vids for Ostriv with a whole new food system and stuff in it, so that people can actually learn from those videos. Because if you learn the game now and in like a month or in 2 months Alpha 6 drops, then a lot of it can go straight into the shredder, so I don't want to put all my time into that right now. You can always resort to old 17 medicine and use hot poker. Oh wow. Don't know about that. Right, the next house comes in. This area now looks pretty decent, so we might as well decorate this area up too a little bit now. Can't fit a tree in here, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's just place a few trees here, but not too many. And leave a little bit more openness in here. So we'll do a few bushes, only alongside the gate here. And then next to these 2 benches and here. And that's all the decorations in this area. But at least it's now decorated up. I like it. Messenger from Merefa. That's nice, but I would like to get the messenger from Derkachi, please, for some charcoal. I'll be happy. Yep. Oh. Ooh, look, we have a little bit of a thing here. The veggies are growing outside of the garden. I haven't seen that happen often. Usually it stays perfectly inside, but it's actually getting outside of the garden now. That's cool. I mean, you can see on most gardens that never happens. They all have good lines, and that's usually not how it works, but there they get out. That's nice, that's fun. Oh, here a little bit too. Might be these plants where it happens. Looks like those are the only plants that happens to. Now, if you zoom really in and we take a look around, look at all the trees. You can see the rooftops and stuff. But that's why I like to build a green town, because then you just have a lot of green around you, and that's a very cool way to build a town. Lots and lots of greens in it. I like it. Especially, I kind of want to be able to zoom into street level fully, so that we can kind of walk around in town. It's one of the cool features that Manlords actually have. You can walk through your own town. I would like that in this game. Because then you can really see all the areas here, which I think will be very nice to be able to walk around here. But right now, if you are at this level and you take a look at your town, you can really see the added scenery and stuff. It really adds something to the game. Okay, another house ready. So half of this hexagon is ready. That's pretty cool. Then now they get the gazebo and the well, which is yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Do another time. Alright, so people, who wants to see my fully squared town that I'm actually trying to build in this game? So we can hop over for a little bit, I'll show you that. And you can see what I'm trying to build and make a video about. Who's interested? Ooh, bulls. Still only one to slaughter, but 3 months from now, that one can be slaughtered too. Then we have another 2, so we can get another badge. Oh, this one is pretty soon, 2 years. Me, go. Alright, well, you know, I have a little bit of a headache, so I think it's good that I don't stream too long. So I'll just save this one up to that other town. Show you that, and then we're going to call it a night so I can get to bed a bit early. Let me just quickly put this up in front. I'll save this up. I'll be talking to you so you don't have to miss any of that. This one is it. Yeah, let's go. That's saved up. Now let's load it up. And there we are. Hello, hello. So this is what I'm making right now. Of course, it's a lot of work because I have to get rid of all the trees and stuff and make sure that we have all the spaces available before I can do this. You can see on the map, it's also pretty hard to make perfectly straight lines, so it's a little bit wonky. This is not a video yet, Master Tatsuki. I am actually recording what I'm doing, and I'm going to make a video when I have filled up the map completely with this. Now, of course, at the coastlines it's going to be a bit hard, so we'll have to see how we do that. But I'm just going to completely fill the map in this sense. And at the north edge, I did 2 houses, 2 houses, 2 houses, 2 houses, and then it's only blocks of 4. And I'm only allowed to remove 1 house if I want to build industries of the 4. So some have just 4 houses, others have some industries. Let's just go over it. Here we have a marketplace and a dairy and a thatchery. And then here we have the smithy and the carpenter and stuff. Here we have a farm, and the farm also has to fit in with the grid-like idea. So this is the farm in a gridway shape. I still managed to get 7 fields, so that works out. Here we have the trader in 1 square. Here we have the town hall with the building office. Here we have our clothing industry. Here we have another smithy. Here we have another cartwright. I have a few of these going in all the time to just get rid of all the trees. Here we have the church. Stones and stuff. We have all these different places. Here I have some sheep. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I can tell you that. I have so much fun making this. It's interesting and hard at the same time. How did you do that? Using fences to mark? No, that's because I started in the edge. I could follow these red lines, so I started with the first houses here. And then you just grow outside and just keep going and going and going all the time. That's how I did it. And so far it seems to be working, so I'll just hold on to it. That's one of the problems, though. I mean, I need to remove these trees in order to keep going here so that I can keep it aligned. And if you take a good look, you can see on the map already that this line is going a little bit up and then it's going straight again. So that's how it works. Okay, adulting time for me. Kids get here. Get great stream, but thanks everyone. Alright, Buddy Shot, you have a great time and a great lunch with the kids. Say hi from us. Have a good one. It's too hard to be honest. Headache. No, it's fun. Here we have another farm also fitted in with the grid system. I know this is too gritty for Roadhog, but it's actually fun to do this. And as you can see, I'm not done yet. We still have a lot of work to do, but I just want to build a fully filled up map with all the grids like this. It's almost like a Tetris game. And so far it did work out, so there is no housing area where I had to remove 2 houses. It's always just 1 house replaced with industries, and that's all the way around. We even have an orchard here, and I believe I have another orchard somewhere, or it's planned. I don't know yet. And you can see already how many trees we still have to remove in a lot of these houses. 17 trees still need to be removed, 33, 36, 42. That's why it's taking a very long time to actually make this. Because they always need to remove all the trees. So I keep deleting all the logs so that they can keep going all the time. So it's a bit of work. But I think it'll be a nice video once this is all done. And I can show you how I did it and we can finally see something different. I think it's fun, and I'm of course decorating it up, so we'll have to plant more trees and stuff. You can already see that this house isn't properly placed compared to that one, so here's a little issue apparently. Kind of see that now, I kind of missed that before, so I might have to fix that later. But yeah, it's interesting. And of course these forestries will be moved away at some point, and then we can build more houses here as well. So yeah, it's an ongoing project. So far, it's fun. I mean, I think this looks kind of cool. Just one big long street down here. And then you go a block further, you have another big street down here. It's, I like it. And it was something different, so why not? So that's something hopefully for all of you to look forward to. Seeing this video. This will look cool when the village starts planting. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. So forestries are the exception to the rule. Well, it's about what's going to stay. So this is all staying. That's why it's in this structure. I can, of course, just put a forestry here and keep going. But then they have a lot of walking distance. And I wanted to speed this up a bit. So in the end, when the town is ready, you won't see the forestries. Or they will be... I will probably make a square like this, but then build a forestry there and then planted trees. But yeah, if I want to build a new forestry now, I have to place it somewhere out here to make it cut all these trees away. And I can't really see the hexagons, or can't really see these squares, where to exactly place it. So this one will be removed, and then I can work on the actual town. So yeah, in that sense, the forestries are the exception, because I don't know where to place it. If I want to place it right here, I don't know where the exact square is, so that's impossible. And if you build it somewhere in here, then for every tree they have to cut, they have to walk all this way, cut a tree and go back. So that's also no use. So yeah, I guess forestries are the only exception. I do have the... where are they? Oh, let's... Oh, see, here's my actual... here's a clay pit. That's incorporated in this. That's just staying there. And if I get... far enough out, I'll just build a new clay pit that will be incorporated into this area. So those will stay, and I will make some forestries fit in with the grid, so that they actually fit in with the town. But I'm now just trying to get rid of the trees so that I can actually build the grid. But I guess at some point when I might be completely done with this, I might do a little stream with it, so you can all ask your questions and we can see what it has become and stuff like that. So, but that's something to look forward to. We have 379 villagers here already, and about a quarter of the map filled, a little less. So it'll probably be a town with around 1,200 to 1,500 people. So I like building this and I like doing this, and hopefully it'll make for a nice video. For now, I just have to say thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for all the fun and laughter. It was great. It is always great to have you all in chat. Of course, I have to cut this one a little short because of my headache. I will be back on Sunday, of course, with Farming Simulator. We might still have an open spot, so if you're into Farming Simulator 25, you have the game you want to join us, let me know in the Discord, and we'll probably see you in. And that should be nice. For now, thank you all very, very much. Have a good one if you're still at work. Just Kristen, you have a good one. And everybody else, you have a good weekend. As soon as it starts, have a good sleep. And I would love to see you all very soon again. Ta-ta for now. And bye-bye.